Welcome. Hello, I'm your host, Mrs. M. Let me go ahead and pull the shade a little bit. It's a little strong. Let's see if I can get it. There we go. Hello there. I'm your host, Mrs. M. Thank you so much for being here. I am going to give you what's working in the cleaning industry and what's not. So let's go ahead and get started. If you haven't, make sure you click the link below. That way you can subscribe to my channel and not miss on anything you need to scale your cleaning business to six figures and beyond. Pow! So I'm going to go over what's working. I'm going to break it down into residential, commercial, and government. Give you a couple of things that are trending. Talk to you about what you can do to win a couple of grants for commercial, not just government, how important that is, and what we need to do to wrap up. So I'm going to look at my little handy dandy notes here. That way I make sure I don't miss anything. So first, let's go with the fact that residential has really grown. There's more and more people looking at doing residential. It's supposed to grow by like 9.4%. So residential is really growing. Those of you that are into residential, that is going to be a big one. As far as commercial, it has grown to $3.4 billion. 304 billion. 304 billion. It used to be like 85 billion. So commercial has grown. One of the big differences is a lot of companies no longer want you to do a one job. They're looking for the whole thing. They're looking for you to come in and do a contract. So start really advertising that you do contract cleaning, like commercial contract cleaning, instead of just talking about special projects. That's going to get your foot in the door a lot faster, a lot sooner. As far as with government is well into the trillions. And I've spoke a little bit about inflation. It's not a matter of how it's going to affect it, if it is, it definitely is. You guys probably have already seen prices going up. They say it's peaked, but it definitely, I think this is the most it's ever been since 81. So inflation is definitely going to affect us. They're expecting a recession, which is really going to affect us by next year, December of this year or January of 2023. Now, what does that matter when it comes to us? What that matters is you want to make sure you keep as much money coming into your business as possible, because those that have cash are definitely going to be able to fare better than people that don't. You're going to be able to buy things like equipment when other companies, unfortunately, are going out of business at a steal. You're going to be able to look at maybe acquiring other people's contracts. Acquiring is one of the ways you can grow. Don't always look to see if you can find a new client. Start looking at some companies that may be going out of business. They may be retiring, and all they want to do is sell their commercial accounts, not their business. Get those commercial accounts. Of course, make sure you read to make sure everything is where it needs to be. So that way you're doing your due diligence when it comes to the contracts. That's one way you can grow instantly. Now, the other thing is, let's look at what people are paying. So let's look at labor, which is one of our major concerns. So of course, inflation is something we need to keep our eyes out. Recession, definitely looking like it's on the horizon. It's going to affect us tremendously. A lot of people went out of business during the recession. Now, cleaning is definitely recession proof, especially when you show why someone should want to keep you. So start working on those differentiators. I always talk about retention. Retaining your customers is almost more important than getting new ones, because you can get new ones and not keep them. And the next, you're back to square one again. So work on that, standing out, so you have that differentiator. Now, the average labor that they're paying in residential, they're paying between $931 and $1,832. In commercial, and that comes to about $19,000 to $39,000 for your residential. That's what they're looking to paying employees. In commercial, looking at paying between $9.80 and $22.54. That comes to about $20,384 to $46,883. These are the numbers. Now, like I said, it has grown a great deal. It's just a matter of time of you making sure that you get in there and make it happen. The labor market is really tight. The only way you're going to be able to really get some employees is pay them well. So I've given you, it depends on where you are. Like in DC where I am, the average amount is 15 starting. So there's no $9 anywhere for us. So just know what your state is. The other thing you want to look at is you want to make sure that, because that's a concern there, if you have friends, relatives that you can trust, look at putting them to work right now, because there are a lot of cleaning companies that are turning down customers. They can't take care of them because they don't have the employees, so they're putting them on wait lists. So it's a big opportunity to really, really grow your business. When there's when there's like something in a bad time, like turning down, depending on if you're ready for that opportunity, you can scale your business in adversity. Unfortunately, on the people that go through a lot, this could be a great opportunity if you're prepared for it, to get people's equipment, get their contracts, get their clients, get their employees. So if you keep putting that cash away and just pocketing the cash and really start setting your reserves aside for your cleaning business, when I talked about in one of the other videos, when it talked about making sure that you set aside a percentage of your profits, you'd be surprised how far you're going to go. Now, with government, the top agencies that are hiring right now, they're looking to award contracts, are Health and Human Services. They are right now trending at over $1 trillion. 1 trillion is what they are utilizing right now for this fiscal year. 1 trillion. So right now, government, that's going to be Health and Human Services. That's Medicaid, Medicare, all of that. Number 2, Social Security Office. I'm quite sure everyone has Social Security Office somewhere in your area. So Social Security Office, they are really, really the second major buyers of our industry. Number 3, Small Business Administration. Most of us have, hi, hello there, blessing, Cheryl, Yuan, hi. Most of us have a SBA, Small Business Administration, like a satellite office or something in our area. They are the third biggest buyer of our when it comes to cleaning services. Number 4, Department of Defense. That's all the military, Air Force, Army, Marines, Navy, all of those. That's number 4. They are well into the billions. So Health and Human Services, big one. I mean, I can't emphasize enough, well into the trillions. And then we have my favorite, VA, which is the Veteran Affairs. Veteran Affairs is usually always in that list. So why does this matter? Get busy. Start sending those introduction letters. Start introducing your company, building those relationships. The other thing people are concerned about is the supply chain, how a lot of the supplies and equipment is really hard to reach. So what can you do? The prices are going up high and it's hard to get the supplies in. You can start looking at natural products. That's one way, where there's not so many chemicals needed to produce that particular cleaning solution. Start looking at botanical, natural. That would be my suggestion. The other thing, starts teaming up with other janitorial companies. Reach out to your competitors. Become friends. There's enough out here for everyone. Start getting that love and abundance attitude when it comes to business. It will take you a long way. Start calling your competitors, seeing if you guys want to team up and buy it in bulk. That's going to help a lot. It's going to reduce the cost, and it's going to help you be able to get a lot of it faster. And let's see what the last piece I had. What are the trendings when it comes to cleaning? Well, the trending, of course, is COVID, and that's number 1. A lot of COVID cleaning. Number 2, people are adding a lot of special services. Don't be afraid to do that. Carpet cleaning, windows, floors. You might even want to, include some when it comes to teaming up with pest control companies to see where they are. A lot of those companies are in and out. Moving companies are moving commercial cleaning businesses. There's a lot of people you can team with, complement partnerships. That's a big one. And then you want to make sure that you've got your staffing tight, really, really tight. Don't forget to do that. And last but not least, one of the places that is looking to give grants is Jobber, Jobber, Jobber grants. They are looking to give grants. Now, I'm a big proponent of grants. Grants, when you don't have a lot of money, if it's done the right way, if you fill out the application correctly, you will not have to pay it back if it's used for what you say it is. So don't be afraid of grants. Check out grants, Jobber, Jobber.com. They are great for scheduling estimates, great software. So If any of that really, really resonates with you, I want you to implement it now because we're all about scaling our businesses, getting to black belt. That's the system we use, which is well into 10K and 20K a year. Then once you've reached that, then you look at getting into, hi, Rihanna, hi. Then you want to look into, after you get into the 10K and 20K, you want to look into what we call our boardroom, which is 20K plus well into 100K. So that's into the multi, like at least 1.5 mil. That is the path that you definitely can get onto. Now, it might seem like it's far off, but if you put everything in place, you can definitely make that happen. So for those of you that want to know more about government grants, government, how to get started, the changes in SAMs that I talked about on April the 4th, all of that, then guess what? You can join me for my workshop, my government workshop, all about getting ready for government and getting started. So whether you won no contracts or whether it's your first one or whether you have won many, I'd look to see you there at the government. Space is limited. It's B2G made simple. Government, business to government made simplified. We simplify it, break it down, and show you all the components that you need so it's all in one place. And for those of you that want to know the 5 business systems to really get to what I talk about all the time, the 6 figures and beyond, become a black belt, which is well into the 10K to 20K every month, not every now and then, but every month, then I'd love to see you at my masterclass when it comes to all about building your business systems and creating that 6-figure cleaning business. Okay. So space is limited. I'd love to see you there. Hello, hello, hello to everyone. Thank you so much for joining me. And I look forward to seeing you in the next video. Take care. Bye-bye.